Patrick Dumont being appointed governor of the Dallas Mavericks is the worst thing to happen to the Metroplex star in 30 years. Dumont initiated the trade of the biggest superstar in the NBA today.
Radio. Welcome back, everyone. DSTR, the fastest growing sports talk news weather traffic broadcast in the metropolitan area. Always local, always live, every day, Monday through Friday, here on YouTube channel at Dallas Sports Talk Radio. There is no debate. If you like it, we watch it. If you missed it, we will talk about it. Shout out to the West Coast finally joining us, got us out here dancing. Well, we're not dancing the way we should be dancing. Can't celebrate today. Nobody in the whole Metroplex wants to get the piece of cake with the baby in it. Today is the 4th of March, 2025. Nobody is partying. Nobody can be festive. We all wanted to get the office party together so we can see what it feels like to possibly bring another one in the world. Who's gonna get the piece of cake with the baby in it? Nobody. After last night, the financial futures of our fantasy basketball team does not appear to be flexible enough for us to welcome a new member. No cake for the old ball and chain on myself today. Thank you. I'm trying to stay away from all the cake. At the 12 noon o'clock hour, hashtag DSTR, Dallas Sports Talk Ranking, the fastest growing segment on YouTube channel at Dallas Sports Talk Radio. We will rank the worst sports months in the history of the Dallas Mavericks. Now, when you say sports months, we don't want you going through trying to figure out October through April. We're talking about a 30-day span, a 30-day span that you can think of. That's what we want you to submit as the worst time in Dallas Mavericks history. We're going to go 1 through 10 in ascending order. So your number one is not going to be the worst. You're going to wait till you get to number 10. Or let's go descending order. Guys. Let your number one be the worst event that's ever happened in the history of the Dallas Mavericks. Number 10, 2023, Dallas Mavericks had a span of 30 days where they were almost holding down the number 8 spot to get into the playoffs. And the wheels fell off. That's our number 10. Number 9, we'll do number 9. That happened that same year, 2023, when the Dallas Mavericks missed the playoffs. They got rid of Jalen Brunson pretty much for nothing. That's number 9. Jalen Brunson for nothing, missing the playoffs after getting rid of Jalen Brunson for nothing. All this in the same 2023. Let's go a little further. Number 8, Derek Lively the second, finding out he fractured his foot. That's number 8. Oh, there we go, number 7. Danny Gafford sprained his knee. That's number 7. What's number five? Number five. It just happened last week also. PJ Washington Jr. came into the game, showed what we have, could not continue the rest of the game because he hasn't recovered from his injuries. Number four, worst things that happened in Dallas Mavericks history. Number four, Kyrie Irving, hashtag Uncle Drew Dallas, carrying the team ever since hashtag Luka Doncic got traded on Groundhog Day. Those fall into a 30-day span. So we almost say the month of February is the worst month for the Dallas Mavericks in the history of the Dallas Mavericks. But we can't just put the month of February on it because if those last 2 days would have come on there, then you would have had a whole 30-day month of February. Number three, we already said Luka Doncic get traded. Everybody saying, man, how can you say number three, Luka Doncic getting traded? That should be number one. We haven't got to number one yet. Number two, Mark Cuban sells the team. Yeah. Worst 30 days in the history of the Dallas Mavericks. And number one, the worst thing that happened in the history of the Dallas Mavericks when we found out that we have a governor. A governor. We have someone that sits between the ownership, the CEO, the general manager, and the head coach. The governor of the Dallas Mavericks. The number one worst thing to happen in the history of the Dallas Mavericks was acquiring a governor, Mark Dumont. Many will ask, why do you say this is the worst 30 days in the history of the Dallas Mavericks? Because it has been within these last 30 days that Mark Dumont came out and told us the reason why hashtag Luka Doncic was traded. Now, most of y'all have listened to this show, know how we get down. We do not believe in trashing the ownership. It's always stay positive. So we're going to give you as much positivity as we can give you about why Mark Dumont is the worst thing that happened to the Dallas Mavericks. 30-day fan now. Luka Doncic gets traded on Groundhog Day. We ask everyone, have they ever seen the movie Groundhog Day? It has the lady who was in Magic Mike, Andy McDowell. She was in the movie Groundhog Day, so you may want to check that out. Andy McDowell, Groundhog Day. This is love. This is a love story. No, we're not supposed to be talking about love stories and on Sports Talk Radio, Dallas Sports Talk Radio. But the reason we're talking about this particular movie is because the premise of the movie was the day never ended. Every day, every day, every day, every day was the same. No matter what the gentleman did, he could not change February 2nd, 2025. Hashtag Luka Doncic is traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. That's your adversary. Now, when the team was acquired, the ownership told us they were forward thinking people. This is the reason why we don't work with prize picks, we don't work with DraftKings, we don't work with any of those gambling sites. We work with Gambling Help Metro for these particular reasons right here. When you're dealing with a gambler, sometimes you're dealing with a mental illness. And the things that they believe to be okay, no matter how you try to persuade them. You cannot persuade them that they are not doing the best thing in the world to make money. Gamblers are known to put it all on the line and then sit back at everybody hoping, looking at everybody hoping that they're going to hit. They don't know they're going to hit. They're hoping and praying that they're going to hit. You know why they're hoping and praying that they're going to hit? Because they want to be able to look at you and say, see, you're scary. You're not a risk taker. You're not someone that's willing to step out there and put it all on the line. And we are. We just don't gamble the way that you gamble. We gamble by believing in the ownership of our team. And you're going to do everything within the best interest of the fan base. No one can tell us that Mark Dumont came here with the best interest of the fan base because he seems to be a gambler. All we've heard, we want to open the casino arenas. We are the biggest proponents of gambling that come out of Vegas. Well, if you're a gambler and you come out of Vegas and you paid attention to how Vegas has grown over the past 20 years, the reason why they're snatching up the WNBA, why they're snatching up MLB, why they snatched up NFL, if you paid attention to what's going on, you would know that residency counts for something, or at least that's what we thought here at the Metroplex Star. We thought the residency stood for something. Here you have a team. And that's the reason why we said we're not billionaires. Maybe the risk is too great and the reward has a whole country looking at you like you're a fool. You may have $1 billion, but you look like $1 billion fool. Always local, always live. Hashtag Dallas Sports Talk Radio. We're doing the worst 30 days in the history of the Dallas Mavericks. And everyone was sending in their submissions as the worst thing. Luka Doncic being traded. Trust, Luka Doncic being traded was one of the worst things to happen in the history of the Dallas Mavericks. But it wasn't number one. Number one is when you have the governor of the Dallas Mavericks coming out saying December 25th, 2024, hashtag Luka Doncic been walking around here like he's on at a destination vacation spot. But when you bought the team, telling the whole Metroplex Star that you're the biggest proponents for gambling in the country, came down here, saw a thriving economic sports community, and decided that you wanted to jump in on it. You bought the team at an inflated rate. Even though you're billionaires, something had to been saying, something had to been brewing. Hey, the team was just in fulls worth $1.2 billion. Put a statue up of dirt, get you a Slovenian sharpshooter, buy the team for 4.2 billion. 3 more billion than it was appraised as. And the only reason it could have been okay is because of the asset you had. Hashtag Luka Doncic. The greatest thing that happened to the NBA since Michael Jordan retired. It's not LeBron James anymore. You done forgot about him. That's why LeBron is rejuvenated. I get to play with Luka. He building his fantasy team right before our eyes. My son My favorite player, my homeboy as the coach, a rookie sharpshooter, a third year sharpshooter. Was it his second year? Austin Reeves may be a second year player, a second year sharpshooter. And I got the best player in the league. Not only is he my favorite player, he's the best player in the league. We just got him from a conference rival. Why is Mark Dumont being the governor of the Dallas Mavericks the worst thing to ever happen to the Dallas Mavericks? Is because he came down here and gambled with our fandom. They told us they wanted Dallas to be a destination vacation spot. Who wants to come to Dallas to watch the Mavs right now? True. PJ Washington, PJ Washington Jr. is our hometown hero. He gotta get, he gonna have to get healthy quickly. We need Gafford to get healthy quickly. We need AD to get healthy quickly. We need Lively to get healthy next month sometime. And maybe with this team already hitting that 30 game one plateau, that may be the saving grace with Kyrie going out last night. The number to call, 888-637-7678. Subscribe, engage, like, connect with us on social media platforms at Dallas Sports TA2. Do not forget to leave us a comment telling us who you are and where you come from. Once we receive that notification, we will send you a comment in return and also subscribe to your channel. We're almost at our goal of 1,000,000 views, 500 subscribers, but we know more people are watching. Let us know who you are, subscribers. That's the only way we're going to be able to let people know who you are across the Metroplex star. Straight up Texas. Why is Mark Dumont being the governor of the Dallas Mavericks the worst thing that ever happened to the Dallas Mavericks? Because he's gambling with our fandom. He told us that he was the man to go down to Austin, get behind Governor Abbott, make sure he's not rolling in any dog feces, cleaning the tires off, making sure his hands are sanitized every time he get ready to go back inside the state capitol. He down there schmoozing with the governor of the state because he's the governor of the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, you know what we want to do up there in Big D? We want to open a casino arena. Well, you know, that's going to be difficult. We have people that's trying to open casinos. It's like they rather run up there to Oklahoma or go to these other places. Texas, they don't seem to be ready for a casino. Well, that's because you haven't had an innovator. You're an innovator? Yes, sir. You know how to do some crazy things with some dice, man. Wait a minute, you sounded like a gambler. Oh, no, 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 I'm the governor. Not a gambler, I'm the governor. Come down from Las Vegas to show you how to shoot these tricks. Wait, hold up, man. Wait a minute. You're not sounding like the guy who came down from Vegas telling us that I'm going to turn Dallas into a destination vacation spot. Hashtag destination vacations with an S. They want people to come to Dallas as this is a place to be, this is a place to see, this is an entertainment spot. Who would want to come here when you just traded the star of the basketball team? The star dude just got you to the Western Conference Finals. You haven't been to the Western Conference Finals since he took you there last time to the Western Conference Final. Oh yeah, you weren't part of the ownership group then. That must have been when you made the you had the epiphany. You know what would be great if we left Las Vegas and went over to that Dallas Metroplex Star. They have a superstar athlete. Hashtag Luka Doncic. He's blowing up over there in the little Dallas. Let's go over there and see if we could turn Dallas into a destination vacation spot. I'm sorry. I mean, we want to have everybody in the world to look at Dallas on the map and say, I would like to visit there. Do that, sir. Most definitely did. Destination vacation spot in Dallas. What do we need to do? Well, got to get me an investment group. Okay, get me an investment group. You got to get the people of Dallas excited about gambling. Excited about gambling? Well, we could tell them we're going to build the largest casino arena in the world. People are going to marvel when they see it. Ooh, who are we going to have starring at that casino arena? Governor? We're gamblers, man. It doesn't matter who we have. We just got to gamble